Hi, this is Miss Yu, support counselor at Amador Valley High School. I wanted to do a little tour of our counseling website because I don't know if students and families know that it is a great resource. It has a lot of information and it may answer some of the questions that you have. So to access our counseling website, you can definitely go to it through a direct link, but one way I find that it's a lot more easier for a lot of students is that they already are aware of the Amador Valley High School website. So if you look on, if you go on our school website, if you look under Students tab, counseling is like the second one. So you click on that and it'll direct you to the counseling website. Here we go. This is our home page. In our home page, we have oftentimes the most recent announcements. So as you can see, during this time, counselors are working on schedule change requests. We just got back from winter break, so a lot of this information is, relevant. So there's a lot of relevant forms. There's answers to some maybe relevant questions. A lot of students are asking about transcripts. So just some most recent announcement right on the top of the homepage. If you click on here, there are upcoming workshops that are advertised here and includes the form where you can kind of sign up. On the right, there's announcements. So again, the most recent announcements. Let me collapse that real quick. And then we have some quick links. So just some really quick links that a lot of students tend to inquire about. So during remote learning, students are struggling a bit with technology. Sometimes I get emails about their Chromebook not working or they're unable to log into Zoom, that sort of thing. On the bottom right column, you can see district technology support. So click on that link and it'll lead you to the website where you're able to fill out a form to request support. So when someone from the technology department will follow up with you. Either you swap out your old Chromebook for a new one while you get your old one fixed, or they'll help you troubleshoot the Zoom issues. So just some really useful information during this time. Course catalog, scheduling for next year is coming up. So I imagine we'll have a lot of questions about, what are some classes that's offered? What can we take next year? Things like that. Here you have little photos of us. So of the teams, you can kind of check that out. Then we have how you can schedule a virtual appointment with your counselor. So as you can see, each of our counselors' names are on here with their designated caseload. So if, for example, if you want to make an appointment with your counselor, Mr. Helms, you would click on that link and it'll direct you to a Calendly link, which then you'll fill out and book an appointment with him. Some other more helpful information. Again, these are just more common information that a lot of students seek for. For example, PE waivers. A lot of students that maybe are taking part in the team sports, wanting to get their PE waived, their second year of PE waived. So that's the form for it. Things like that. And then lastly, we have the crisis support services lines, which is important information because we want students to have access to this. And then if you look on the top, there is academic planning, post-high school planning, social emotional wellness. So they're kind of the three domains of what counselors cover, right? We definitely talk to students about the academic stuff. So as you can see, just some relevant forms right on top. Course selection, I think, is a huge part of the questions that we get from students. So just, I would encourage you to check our website, kind of take a look, explore. We really encourage students to kind of create a 4-year plan for their high school. So they're kind of aware and have an idea of what classes they want to take during their high school career. And then in order to do that, you may want to know what courses are offered here. So checking out our course catalogs. If you want to look into ROP, there's ROP course offerings. There's a blank 4-year plan that you can download and fill in yourself. There's a sample one that you can check out. You can look at previous recordings of scheduling presentations. Just some great information here. We also have the graduation and UC CSU eligibility requirements. You kind of check that out. So this is just academic stuff. Then we have post-high school planning, which What that really means is, college or anything career related. For seniors, as we know, seniors are the students are often doing the post high school planning while they're going to high school. So just some information. We have the senior packet. When we were in person, a lot of the packet would be in paper form, but it has moved to a virtual format. So just so, as you can see on the left, it's very, very important senior information. Seniors, a lot of the questions you have, the answers are often in that document. So check those out. How do you request a transcript, that sort of thing. And if you scroll down, you can look at previous presentations and recordings. A lot of space cats too. Um, and it keeps scrolling. I know sometimes, seniors may be the ones that are most likely to be doing the post high school planning, but juniors, I imagine, even some sophomores and freshmen can be thinking about it. If you're thinking about taking a gap year, here's some information that covers it. Juniors, here are some updates. And then freshmen and sophomore. Maybe you're not necessarily thinking about college yet, but I think it's a good idea to start exploring Naviance. It's a good idea to look into what the college eligibility requirements are so that you are working towards meeting them. And then social emotional wellness, that's also super important to us. Not only do we talk about the academic stuff and post high school stuff, we very much want students to be socially and emotionally well as well. So we linked to the virtual wellness center here. There's just some quick links that you can look at. There's local mental health resources on the bottom left. On the bottom right, there's grief and loss resources. And then again, another announcement for the upcoming workshop. And just some other useful tools. There's the Zen Den. If you click on the little purple hearts, it'll bring you to an external link that may help you refocus or de-stress a bit. So I would encourage you to give that a try. And then if you look on the top right, where it's more, there are a lot more other options to click on. We have academic support resources. So again, I know remote learning is a little tough, especially for those freshmen who are joining us in a new school. A lot of them haven't even stepped on campus, right? You haven't really even gone on campus. So we've included some really great workshops that our AV Mentors group did with some freshmen. And if you weren't able to attend, I would really encourage you to click on these links. They did a really wonderful job creating these presentations, and they're also really just useful information, right? Like how to study for exams, how to study for finals, the art of self-care. We have senior class information, so this tab is specifically for the senior class. We have the College and Career Center, which offers the link to the actual College and Career Center website. They have a separate one. For those students that are thinking of taking a concurrent enrollment course, for example, they want to take a community college course during the summer, here are some answers to some of your questions and some forms. Here are some other information, how to contact us. Again, I would really encourage you to explore our counseling website. There's a lot of great information, and we try to make it as aesthetically pleasing as possible. But I think this is a great way for you to learn a little bit more about what we do, and what are some services that we provide, and what are some resources that we provide. So really encourage you to give that a try. As you can see, the how to get contact page, again, it just highlights our counselors on the team. And then as you can see, there's external links. There's, if you want to email me, if you click on that, I'll let you to email me. It has a code for my Google Classroom. And lastly, it has that virtual appointment link again, which is also on our homepage. But it's, there's a lot of things kind of shared here. Other ways to keep in touch, our social media. And then lastly, just general AV information. So some announcements. I know a lot of students ask us about work permits. Here on the left column, work permits. If you click on that, it'll lead you to the district website. because oftentimes when you apply for a work permit, you do have to turn in the form to the district office. So the form is available there online, I believe, as a PDF. So you'll download that and get that filled out. But just some other general information. So yeah, I would again encourage you to give it all, browse through it. It's a little fun. But I hope that if you have any questions, further questions, please feel free to reach out.